I completely fell in love with the coaching, like the training. Oh my goodness, the training that Jim provides here and everybody seems to provide when you're on the coaching calls. Do you really want to take your business to the next level? Then you really want to be in the room with people that have already paved the way. And I'm not talking little bit of way, I'm talking way beyond where you can think or comprehend. I found out that coming to Juicebox, my dreams and my goals were way too small. And they've opened up the capacity for me to dream even bigger. And I thought I was dreaming pretty big.
Today. And Ruth, I am so excited. You are our agent of the month for May of 2026.
Yay!
Congratulations. I'm
Wow.
going to give the folks some context about why you've been chosen. Okay. I think in your first 2 months, I saw a post just recently that in your first 2 months, you've done a little over $1.3 million in annuity production in those first two months, and you've just been a real wonderful contributor to what we're doing here. And so I'm curious if we could start maybe with some background. Curious, like, how long have you been in the business for?
I'm an interior designer for 25 years. That's what I did. And I was really good at it until my brother was diagnosed with colon cancer at age 36. And then I needed to be a primary caregiver. So I needed to transition to something. And my friend introduced me to the life insurance space. And it was 8 years ago, actually, this week, that I got my license and started my journey.
So what about annuities specifically? Have you been doing annuities that whole time, or is that a newer?
So I've been doing annuities about 5 years, but not without doing splits because I knew that I needed to learn from somebody who knew more than me. And then I worked up the ladder and the IMO that I'm in, and I became a subject matter expert. And so people were doing their resets to me. And I just kept getting in the room, learning more and more and more. And I found out that I really loved helping people solve this type of problem. And I felt like I could come alongside and not only organically help them with their insurance needs, but ask those couple extra questions that got me really helping them with their retirement.
So and I don't know if you remember this, but what actually brought you to Juicebox? Do you remember how you heard out you do?
Yes. So I've hired a coach and a couple of for the last actually 12 months, hardcore, 13 months right now. I had a coach and they were taking me through my business. They were taking me through sales. They were taking me through my posture. And they in looking for things for me to grow myself, they found Jim. They found an ad for Juice Box. And I was like, I don't need that. I'm good. I'm at a place. They're training me. And from the first, she said, just set up a discovery call with them. Just set it up. And from the first call, it kind of flipped the switch on me a little bit. And they flipped the script actually. And I thought I was gonna see if I was going to choose them, but literally I had to be chosen to be a part of this team. And boy, did I change my posture really fast. My coach was sitting right there with me, and she's like, uh huh. If you're the smartest person in the room, you need to find another room. And now you found another room. And that's what happened.
You know what made her say your coach? What made your coach say that make that statement about the smarter room? Why was Juicebox the smarter room? I'm curious.
Because there's people where I was at, only where I've been, it's great, but when I rise to the top and feel like I have to learn things on my own, it makes it more challenging for me to grow. But in this business, when they were talking and they were interviewing me, I thought I was interviewing them. When they were interviewing me to see if I'd be a good fit, they were telling me about people that are $900 million, lifetime annuity producers, people that are for it. Well, I was hanging out with people on a great year. The top one was 12 million. I'm like, oh, hold on a second. I gotta expand myself a little bit. And so because her business coach and her helping me find this room, she was really strongly encouraging. I don't care what it costs. You've got to do this because you're never going to get to the next level without getting uncomfortable and investing in yourself. And we've got to find the place for you to invest.
So now that you've made the investment, $1.3 million dollars in annuity production in 2 months, help me understand what about the system has led to those results? Like we do a lot of different things. I'm just curious if you can talk through a little bit about that.
So, the neatest thing about the system is, first of all, I completely fell in love with the coaching, like the training. Oh my goodness, the training that Jim provides here, and everybody seems to provide when you're on the coaching calls. But before I got to meet the rest of the team, I felt like I got to know him. If he said, "Buy this camera," I bought that webcam. If he said, "Buy this light," I bought those 2 ring lights. I set them up just perfectly. If he said to get this microphone, I mean, like, we have to not try to reinvent the wheel. If somebody's done it and they're great at it and you want those results, you have to tap into it. And so I just fell magnetically in love with the training. I felt like I was learning so much before I ever got to the annuities training. Just the actual training that he provided was like, I didn't realize I was thirsty and I really wanted that. And it was amazing, and then going into it, I I felt like this was a place where I could really maybe be behind the scenes, like, not trying to be seen and everything, but just let me see if I can just use this and see if it works, and investing in myself in that way.
For the result, you got the $1.3 million dollars.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
you go a bit deeper in the sales process. How has your sales process evolved, if at all, from before Juicebox to now, like closing that 1.3?
Yeah, I will tell you one of the biggest shifts was a couple tweaks. Sometimes you just need to make 1 degree change and a 1 degree change here and there. And the tweaks that I made, one, I've I'm still developing and getting better at using the forecaster to the potential. So I didn't allow that to be a hindrance for me, not knowing. I didn't allow it to paralyze me. Thanks to Vernus and the people in the room I've been coaching with. They just kind of walked me through and gave me support. But I didn't know how to do everything. But I will tell you, the key point for me one day is when I was watching the training and I heard Jen say, "We want to work as a persistent professional, and our clients that we really want to work with are going to be busy. And the busier they are, their schedules is going to change. It's going to adapt. They're not going to be able to make every appointment with you. And your follow up is going to be key. You're not bothering them, they're busy." And when I was able to really adapt that mentality, I was like, wow, because I'm the same way. I'm busy. And if I see that person that I know I didn't get to connect with, maybe I won't answer the phone, but that doesn't mean I don't want the services. So changing that mindset has evolved me into having a different posture of confidence. When I changed my confidence, it started attracting me and opening up and lowering the walls of the people that I was meeting with. And the like, know, and trust factor became so much more organic because I couldn't use my Southern term because I'm working in Northern states. So I had to really just be relatable, but to the point, be direct, mirror the person that I'm talking to, their body language, their excitement. I mean, you can tell, Jared, I'm a pretty exciting person and I'm a lot and I could overwhelm a lot of people, but I know how to be
Ruth,
chill.
are you new to virtual or have you been doing virtual for a while?
I opened up the virtual department as soon as COVID hit. So I'm good.
Got it. You want to
I always thought I did better in the homes because I was like, "Oh, this virtual is gonna kill me. If I can get at the table, I'll be fine with them. I'll have everything. I'll leave with applications." Yeah, it's okay. It's all in your mindset.
love that. What do you say to some of the folks that are in agent shift? Again, 1.3 in 2 months is pretty darn good. So, in your first 2 months, I should say. So, what do you say to the folks that are in the community right now? What is the one most important thing that you would want them to know about your success that they can go out and model?
It only takes one client, and you just have to keep being persistent to communicate and just be the posture of helping the people. I don't know how. The most important thing I can say is don't skip any steps, because the moment you get them on and you know where you think you want to go, if you skip a step, you're going to lose it. You've got to follow the process exactly as it is. Don't skip any steps.
What about shifting our focus externally, Ruth? What do you say to the people who are looking around wondering if Juicebox is legit? Maybe they've seen an ad like you did before you joined. What do you say to them?
I've been talking about you guys to a lot of people in my community because they're like, it's hard to not be noticed when you're putting up numbers and you're just putting your head down. And it's hard for people to not try to get in. What are you doing? What are you doing? And I've been very silent on purpose. I'm just working my business and my head is down. But now that I've been really engaging and understanding, I say you deserve to have a call. Do you really want to take your business to the next level? Then you really want to be in the room with people that have already paved the way. And I'm not talking little bit of way, I'm talking way beyond where you can think or comprehend. I found out that coming to Juicebox, my dreams and my goals were way too small. And they've opened up the capacity for me to dream even bigger, and I thought I was dreaming pretty big. So you deserve that one call. It could be the best decision that you made for your business.
Ruth, we're going to end it there. Congratulations to you, Agent of the Month, Miss May. Congratulations to you. And I know this is just the beginning. And this is a trajectory point where we're going to do some really wonderful things together.
It only takes one. I just need 5 ones a month and I'm good, right?
Yeah. Let's get the
Thank you,
numbers up.
Jared.
If you want to install the exact same system into your business, click the link in our description, book a call from there. Our team will walk you through the whole thing and we'll see if it's a fit for you. Look forward to seeing you on the inside.